Unite for excitement. Unite for passion. Unite for colour. Unite for rivalries. Unite for a continent of 4.3 billion people cheering on as Asia's finest battle it out.
Hello everyone, today our group is going to talk about the 2023 AFC Asian Cup in Australia in terms of the tourism aspect. After introducing background information, we will put forward the 3 strategies that may help the host country leverage AFC Asian Cup to benefit the tourism industry. And firstly, I will introduce our group member. I'm Rini. I'm responsible to do the introduction part before the presentation.
Hello, I'm Angel. Today I will talk about the fourth strategy, maximize visitor spend.
Hello, I'm Michelle, and I'm going to talk about the second strategy, which is building the new markets.
Hello, my name is Lulu. Today I'm going to talk about the third strategy, which is the improved destination image.
Hi, I'm Yunfan. I will deliver a concise summary of our presentation.
AFC Asian Cup is an international association football match run by the Asian Football Confederation, which involves 47 nations. Its history can be tracked back to 1956. Currently, as one of the most popular sport events in Asia, AFC Asian Cup plays a vital role in the development of tourism. It can be illustrated with the example of Qatar and Australia. Qatar has been awarded as the Middle East's leading business travel destination from 2011 to 2016 since it held the 2011 AFC Asian Cup. Therefore, this event is an excellent catalyst for increasing tourism flows for destination, and it will provide a huge business opportunity for the host country. In 2015, Australia successfully held the AFC Asian Cup. According to the statistics, there were more than 500,000 spectators, including around 45,000 international visitors and 30,000 fans, attending 32 matches. Furthermore, the number of international visitors to Australia has increased about 10% to 7.2 million in the year ending June 2016, compared to the previous year. Besides, international visitors to Australia spent a record $38.1 billion during this period, which is 40% or $4.7 billion more than 2014. The tourist figure clearly demonstrates that the global impact of football was instrumental in the increased tourism. Furthermore, the 2050 AFC Asian Cup was not just about sporting prowess, but also about showing off the country's tourism attraction. As a result, it raised the awareness of Australia as a wonderful holiday destination to both football and non-football fans, and attracted a large number of inbound tourists to Australia. In addition, it improved Australia's international profile and facilitates it become a desirable destination to hold the major events. Besides, based on the experience of the past AFC Asian Cup, hosting the 2023 AFC Asian Cup may provide a fantastic opportunity for Australia to open doors for tourism. In order to leverage AFC Asian Cup as a tourist appeal and to maximize its benefit to Australia's tourism industry, 3 strategies can be put forward, including maximizing tourist spend, building new markets, as well as improving destination image.
The fourth strategy is to maximize visitor spend, which refers to lengthen their stay time and increase their expenditure.
Well, nowadays, AFC Asian Cup host countries always choose famous cities as host cities, which can only benefit these cities rather than the whole country. So, one of the particular challenges is to generate benefits for the entire host country, not just for the host cities. For example, 2015 AFC Asian Cup was held in Australia, and there were 5 host cities, including Brisbane, Sydney, Canberra, Melbourne, and Newcastle. Most of these must-see tourist attractions are included in these 5 cities. When visitors come to Australia to watch AFC Asian Cup, they are more willing to visit attractions in these cities. However, underdeveloped tourism areas nearly haven't got benefits from AFC Asian Cup. Therefore, the challenge is to encourage AFC Asian Cup visitors to travel beyond famous cities to see the other parts of the country, which can lengthen visitor stay time and increase their expenditure as well. In order to achieve this goal, a good way is to choose the relatively underdeveloped tourism cities as AFC Asian Cup host cities. In this case, when people watch the AFC Asian Cup, they are forced to visit those cities. According to this picture, the bigger circles in the southeast and northeast represent that these regions can attract more international tourists to spend more money. Thus, it's better for Australian government and AFC Asian Cup Committee to choose west cities to be the host cities of AFC Asian Cup. For example, Perth could be an ideal place, since the city are easy to access and have advanced sports facilities, complete infrastructure, and attractive tourist resources. If tourists visit these cities to watch AFC Asia Cup, they will visit the local tourist attractions such as the Pink Lake. At the same time, they also want to spend time on other world-famous tourist attractions in Australia, such as the Great Ocean Road, because they think it would be a must-see tourist attractions when arriving in Australia. So it's clear that visiting both the underdeveloped tourist cities and popular tourist cities can extend the visitor stay time. When their stay time lengthens, they need to spend more money on transportation, accommodation, and sightseeing. In addition to choose the underdeveloped tourist cities as host cities, the AFC Asian Cup Committee and government can hold attractive activities before and after the AFC Asian Cup to lengthen visitor stay time and increase their expenditure as well. For example, some fun meetings can be held before and after the AFC Asian Cup. Because a large number of football fans are always willing to follow their idols and are looking forward to have the face-to-face meeting with these stars. Furthermore, they may well buy some AFC Asian Cup souvenirs and related products about their favorite athletes, such as autographic photographs. As a result, the manufacturers, retailers, and activity organizers can increase the revenue as well. At the same time, governments can also hold some specialized activities before and after the event, like Aboriginal Culture Festival, to attract visitors to explore local culture. Thus, their stay time and spending can be boosted.
Second strategy, build new markets. Based on the tourism research of Australia. In terms of Asian markets, the visitors who spend more on Australia trips are mainly from Taiwan, South Korea, and Japan. There are still many Asian countries which are not involved in the Australian tourism industry. Although Asia is a huge potential market for Australian tourism industry, the current market is still limited. In order to promote Australian tourism industry, utilizing AFC Asian Cup as a bridge, it can be a good choice to build new markets and attract more tourists from the rest of countries in Asia. Firstly, to expand new markets, the first step is to build people's awareness. AFC Asian Cup can provide Australian tourism industry with a good opportunity to increase tourists through attracting sports fans. In order to promote a larger number of football fans in the potential markets to get information and attractiveness of Australia Asian Cup, media exposure should be increased. To be specific, the Australian government and the Asian Football Confederation can cooperate with the local media in these Asian countries. For instance, they can broadcast the advertising videos in the local TV channels, post news and photos on the local newspapers, and publish articles in the related magazines like sports magazines. At the same time, the official accounts of tourism departments in social media will also be a good choice to post the promotion information. In terms of the content of these marketing materials, the basic information should be involved as the uniqueness and special features of Australia AFC Asian Cup. Furthermore, there should also be some fantastic characteristics of Australia, for example, the cute koalas and kangaroos, the relaxed Aussie beach culture, the amazing Great Barrier Reef, and the must-see scenery city opera. Thus, when people are looking through the AFC Asian Cup information, their interests to travel to Australia are more likely to be triggered. Furthermore, once people's awareness towards Australia AFC Asian Cup has been built, the next step is to increase their interest and promote them to make travel decisions. In this stage, Australian government and Asian Football Confederation can cooperate with local travel agencies to set a series of packages, especially the family ones. When the football fans are attracted to travel to Australia to watch the AFC Asian Cup football games, they may want to get more information and book their routes through travel agencies. If there are some designed family packages which are much cheaper and include more activities, then sports fans are more likely to be attracted by the packages. In terms of the packages, besides the AFC Asian Cup tickets, there can be several routes to Australia attractions, cultural activities, and food experiences. Thus, they will have discussion with their families or friends and persuade them to go to travel and watch AFC Asian Cup together. As a result, besides the sports fans, there will be more people traveling to Australia, that is to say, more expenditure will be spent on transportation, accommodation, food and beverage, and AFC Asian Cup tickets. Their expenses in Australia will positively promote the development of tourism industry.
The third strategy, improving the destination image. The first two strategies are mainly focused on the tourism development during the AFC Asian Cup period. In order to achieve the long-term tourism benefits after the AFC Asia Cup, a great image of a host city should be created through facility improvement, infrastructure construction, and environment sustainable development, which can attract new and repeat visitors continuously. The image promotion of AFC Asian Cup host cities plays an important role in Australia's tourism development. As we know, hosting the AFC Asian Cup will attract numbers of visitors to the host cities. The tourists' general impression of host cities could be influenced by a variety of factors, such as comfort of accommodation, convenience of transportation, and the cleanliness of the environment. The good destination image would enhance the tourists' experience and attract them to visit again. What's more, the tourists may pass their great experience to family and friends, which would bring better word-of-mouth effect consciously to attract potential tourists. Besides, the host city of the AFC Asian Cup will be favored by the numerous media. This would spread the image of a host city worldwide and improve the international visibility significantly. As we suggested before, the 2023 AFC Asian Cup may choose the underdeveloped tourism cities as host cities, which means this is a great opportunity to promote a favorable city image to those who are not familiar with these cities. In order to create a better city image, there are two main specific aspects should be considered for Australia. Firstly, in terms of accommodation, the quantity and quality of hotel facility should be improved. Several underdeveloped host cities, such as Perth and Adelaide, may not have enough carrying capacity to receive the large number of tourists during the AFC Asian Cup. In some situations, the tourists will be very disappointed at the insufficient service experience and lack of high-end hotels. Thus, the hotel corporation should renovate existing hotels and expand the hotel skills to meet the needs of AFC Asian Cup. Meanwhile, the hotel staff should be trained to be professional and friendly. As a result, the tourists will feel at home and be impressed by the nice atmosphere, which can increase their satisfaction. When they go back to their home country, they are more likely to recommend the destinations to their friends and family. Secondly, in terms of transportation, more convenient traffic system and more customer-oriented services should be provided to the tourists during the AFC Asian Cup. For example, the government and transportation department should arrange the shuttle buses among the airport, tourist attractions, and the main venues of AFC Asian Cup. Meanwhile, the routes and frequency of public transportation should be increased. The tourists will find it not hard to get their destinations. Thus, their trip will be relaxing and leave them deleted memories.
Based on the above discussion, I will conclude our presentation. To sum up, the AFC Asian Cup is an international association football match run by the Asian Football Confederation. As one of the most significant sport events in Asia, the 2023 AFC Asian Cup will enable Australia to attract thousands of inbound spectators and tourists. In addition, this football festival could provide Australia with the perfect platform to showcase itself as a wonderful place to travel. Therefore, it could be a unique opportunity for Australia to boost the development of tourism through leveraging the AFC Asian Cup. In order to ensure the enduring tourism benefits of the AFC Asian Cup, there are three strategies are put forward. Firstly, lengthening the stay time and increasing the expenditure of tourists would be a great approach to maximize tourism benefits. The second strategy is concerning about expanding new market. Apart from promoting the tourism development during the AFC Asian Cup, the third strategy focuses on the long-term and ongoing tourism benefits after the AFC Asian Cup. All three strategies require close cooperation with a wide range of stakeholders, from the Australian government, the Asian Football Confederation, media to travel agencies and hotels. Each stakeholder should be responsible for specific strategies. Only in this way, these strategies could be implemented efficiently and effectively.